My name's Nick Pownall. I was born on Regent Road in Great Yarmouth in 1928. I actually put up the float that was sticking out there, and that was about 60 years ago at least. My family business was retail and wholesale fishing tackle, and the company was pretty widely known in the trade throughout the country. Worked there for a short while when I left school and before I went into the army, and I went back to the family business and was a director of the business, and we wholesaled tackle to a number of shops in the area, on the Broads, for example. Before the war, Yarmouth was a great holiday resort for particularly the major cities, and this continued pretty well all the time that I can remember before the war. When the war came along in 1939, it was recognised that Great Yarmouth was a suitable place for an invasion, which we were actually expecting. And consequently, most of the local, or a large proportion of the local population, were encouraged to leave the town and go and live inland. But a number of the businessmen, particularly on Regent Road, wanted to stay and keep an eye on their businesses, and also felt that they might be of some use in the town. And these are some of the local businessmen who got together for a kickabout on Regent Road, which was otherwise completely deserted. I can recognise quite a few of them. My father was amongst them. When we came to, after the war, returning servicemen who were pleased to get home back to their families, some of them had been away for a long, long time, they decided on having a damn good holiday, and in the late 1940s and the 50s and 60s, you had a huge number of families coming all through the summer. And these were entertained by all the well-known acts of the time. In fact, I sold a pair of sunglasses to the late Bruce Forsyth. This is a very old established rock manufacturers that goes back many, many years, certainly to the late 1930s, as I recall it. And you could just walk in and watch them making rock, the famous Yarmouth rock with the name right through it. And by coincidence, my wife Joyce was born here in probably she won't forgive me for saying it, in 1932. Just over 60 years ago, my wife and I, both being born on Regent Road, got married, and the natural thing was to get married in St Mary's Church here. And I can remember it quite clearly, as one does, as both being founder members of the local Sub-Aqua Club branch. We had a guard of honour outside with snorkels raised to make an archway for us. Yes, it has changed so much in the town. I suppose it was partly my age, but partly the way society is now. We're not such a closely knit town. Families knew each other, we all knew each other, And if you went into the market at the weekend, you could guarantee that you would see any number of people that you knew and would exchange greetings and views with. There are still lots of people there, but they're not the shops and the familiar local businesses and so on. But I can't think of anywhere I would have been happier